A very good and happy Thursday morning to everyone out there. Baby Friday has arrived. Landon here in the driver's seat, bringing you your weather or night forecast, courtesy of On Target. Got a complicated weather maker right here on the horizon, folks. We've got plenty to talk about. We can take a look. We got this deepening area of low pressure here that's going to be pulling off to the north and east towards the Great Lakes and the upper Ohio Valley. This is going to send this warm front surging to the north here as we work throughout the day. We're going to result in very deep southerly flow that's going to be arriving here out of the south and west. You can already see the healthy blanket of cloud cover that's across the region where the moisture transport is making it in here. Folks, this southwesterly flow is going to have us making a very solid run at record highs for this date, right? Let's get a look across the region. D93 Skycam kicking things off shows that blanket of cloud cover overlooking Bowling Green downtown early this morning. Pretty blatant to see there. Same can be said overlooking the Sexton Bin Builder Skycam. You got some of the city town lights there towards Franklin, reflecting off the bottom edge of that thickening cloud deck that has overtaken basically the entire region. We have got a split difference this morning. Let's take a look. We got readings all the way down into the mid and upper 30s over in Woodbury, and right here along the Tennessee line down in Simpson County, we have got readings. It's already upwards of the low to mid 50s, all right? This is all in response to these southerly winds that are already present. They're turning here out of the south and out of the south and east, as you can see. These are going to be turning out of the south and west as the cold front continues to arrive out of that same direction. That's what's going to send those temperatures skyrocketing here. As we work throughout the day, also be priming up our atmosphere for the opportunity at some strong, maybe even a few severe storms here as we progress and we work over the course of the next 24 hours or so. Here is our setup. We've been talking about this all week. Complicated weather maker with no clear resolution. You got the cold front approaching here from the west, really going to warm us up today, bringing in very strong southwesterly winds as well. And then throughout the overnight and into our Friday morning, we're going to be watching for that opportunity of some strong storms that'll be working across the region. Take a look at our wind speeds here as we progress and work throughout the day. By the time we work into mid-morning, on into the lunchtime hour, we're talking about gusts of 15 to 25, 30 miles an hour. Those will pick up in velocities here as we work throughout the late afternoon, and then throughout the overnight, that's whenever we're going to have the line of storms, showers that's going to try to develop during the pre-dawn hours of our Friday morning and moving through around or just after sunrise. You can see the very strong winds we're going to have here. I don't think all these are going to be making it to the surface. There's a few 40-plus mile-an-hour gusts that are popping up. But just let it be known, it's going to be extraordinarily windy until this weather maker will eventually work east of the region. As you can see here, by the time we work into Friday afternoon, we should be looking at things settling down to an extent. Let's take a look at what those winds are going to do with our temperatures. I mentioned the opportunity at record highs. Talking about this afternoon, folks, our record highs for Bowling Green for this date is 69 degrees. I think we could very well be up between even the low to mid 70s this afternoon with the deep southwesterly flow that we are going to be experiencing. We continue on throughout and into our Friday. It's going to be the same song and dance. We got those high temperatures that are going to be hitting there between the mid and upper 60s. And then whenever the cold front makes it through here, we're going to see a sharp drop of those winds turning out of the north and west, all right? Here's the simulated radar activity. We'll put it into motion. Maybe a few hit-miss showers and sprinkles as we work throughout today. Can't completely rule that out. It's not going to be much. Whatever does make it to the ground. And then we work into this evening and then into the pre-dawn hours of our Friday morning. And here we have this weather maker arriving. Right here along the I-65 corridor at some point in time between roughly 3 and 6 a.m. We'll be watching for a few strong to maybe even severe storms coming out of this. I am not overly impressed with this setup. We are severely lacking instability. But shear is off the charts and our dynamics are strong. So damaging winds, maybe a stray isolated brief tornado spin up coming along with this. We'll be watching it closely regardless. Latest short-term model guidance here is showing this line working east of the region along with a cold front and being out of here between the late morning and early afternoon on Friday. This is a far discrepancy, folks, from what we were seeing yesterday, where it was holding the cold front up. It was bringing another round through Friday night to Saturday morning that we would need to keep close eyes on, but it's gotten somewhat finicky. You can see here as we work into Friday evening, the cold front is hanging up right across roughly central Kentucky, and then we get another wave that rises up here with another piece of energy. It could be bringing a few pop-up storms here across the region throughout the early part of our Saturday as well. So what we were looking at, multiple rounds, potential for maybe even 3 rounds of showers and storms moving through here. Looks like we might be dealing with only 1, maybe 2 at best before the cold front finally gets out of here. And you can see by the time we work into our Saturday, hit and miss showers during the early morning, but then we'll be drying out during the afternoon with deep northwest flow following behind that front. And folks, we are going to be dropping the bottom out of our temperatures. Back with the temperature pendulum syndrome that Kentucky weather is delivering us, we're going to be near 70 or exceeding 70 degrees both today and at least early Friday before the cold front makes it through. By the time we work into our Sunday, we're going to be talking about highs down to the 30s, all right? So another healthy dose of our identity crisis that Mother Nature is going to firmly deliver across the Wobbles community and beyond. Let's take a look at the ingredients for the setup, okay? This is the one in particular that I want to showcase. We are looking at CAPE. This is storm fuel. This is instability to support strong and severe convection. We're going to have the dynamics. We're going to have the lift with the cold front that's arriving out of the west. The moisture is going to be present and accounted for with dew points in the mid to upper 50s, even up into the lower 60s for some. But look at the instability. Looks a little bit healthy here over here in the Boot Hill, Missouri, but as that line continues eastward, our instability really loosens its grip here with sub 100 up to around 200 joules per kilogram for CAPE. That is not overly impressive at all, but with that being said, our shear and dynamics is very strong. Extraordinarily strong wind gusts are still anticipated, regardless if we reach severe limits or not. You can see the instability gets out of here very quickly and then showcases there off to the east with the passing of that cold front. So that's why we have numerous question marks on the actual severity of this event. It might not even be getting much in terms of lightning or thunder, but extremely gusty rain showers with those winds that could reach severe criteria. That is winds of 58 miles an hour or greater, all right? Jumping over here and taking a look at the latest from the Storm Prediction Center, we are included in a 1 out of 5 marginal risk for severe weather working throughout late tonight, then into our Friday. As previously mentioned, damaging straight line winds and a secondary but non-zero threat. Opportunity of an isolated tornado spin up cannot be ruled out. And then, folks, after we get past this, we're going to be looking at total rainfall amounts. It's kind of backed off. We had the heavy rain, again, with the cold front not moving through till later, is what the model runs were showing yesterday. We had some of our QPF guidance showcasing rain totals of 2 to 3 inches. It's backed off of that here more recently and put us at some point in time between a ½ inch upwards to 1.5 inches or 2 inches for those further along south and east of the I-65 corridor, where the heaviest rainfall is going to be anticipated. Here's a full breakdown of your next 6-day weather forecast. Opportunity at record highs both today and tomorrow. Record high for this afternoon, 69 degrees. You can see there on our icon. I think we're going to be hitting between the low and mid 70s. Thick cloud cover throughout today with hit and miss showers. Throughout the overnight and into our Friday, widespread showers and storms. A few of those could become strong to marginally severe. Then the cold front passes through, lingering rain showers throughout the early part of our Saturday. Our high of 59 degrees might be achieved very early in the day, with us slowly seeing those temperatures fall throughout the day. Bottoming out in the upper 20s, lower 30s Saturday night. We're going to be lucky to get out of the mid-30s as we work throughout our Sunday. Then moderating temperatures early next week with highs back between the low and mid-50s come Tuesday. Friends, it's going to wrap up your Thursday morning Baby Friday edition of your Weather Night forecast. You all stay up to date. Stay weather aware. We'll be updating as necessary. We're not going to jump on here and post numerous updates for no reason. Make for sure your friends and family stay weather aware as well.